Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Moss Valley. Let's play with me, Strategy Simulation Samurai. So, in the last few episodes, we were focused in on September doing contracts, wandering around the map. Today, we are in October. It's 1308. I've done some contracts this morning. Then I came back, had a bite to eat. And now it's time to head out for the afternoon. I thought this would be the perfect time to pick you guys up. So what we're going to do, a little bit different to what we've been doing over the past few Let's Play episodes. We've got a bit of a variation today. So this afternoon, I'm just going to wander down the lane and into the yard. So first of all, like I said, we've been doing some contracts. One thing that I've done is I've borrowed this tractor. Obviously I've brought it back for lunch. Currently set up with the fertilizer, which I've been doing contracts for. That's going to go back in a moment. I had also purchased a small trailer, just a small one, and that small trailer is there to bring along some wheat for our horses. So our horses now have some lovely grain. So you'll remember in the shop, probably over the last couple of episodes, there's just been some random horse feed bag, a couple of bags just kind of sat there on the forecourt. Well, I brought those two, and I also bought another 8, so we had 10 bags in total. 6,000 litres of horse feed grain is just sat underneath there quite nicely. So we'll just head into the barn as we're talking about that. I'm going to check on these guys. As you can see, it's still full. We've still got a little bit of, well, quite a lot actually, of hay and straw still available to the guys should they need it. But once that starts to deplete, we'll then utilise the hay that is outside the doors. I didn't mean to shut that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to pop into one of the stables, and just, of course, we have to jump over. Of course we do. So I'm going to take these guys for a ride to begin with. So a little bit dirty. This is Heather. Heather is our Palomino. We're just going to take her for a quick wander around, just a nice little saunter around. To begin with, actually, there we go. We should be on a trot to start with, and we'll just take around the outside of the paddock. We'll do one loop round on a trot. There's no need to warm up, as in a walk warm up, because they are already wandering around in the field, so they're already pretty warm. They're not just sort of lounging about in their stables. So Heather, Lindy and Evie are all now 12 months old. We've ridden them for the last couple of days, which has obviously picked their riding up quite nicely. We're keeping on top of their feed, so the hay at the moment, hay at the moment is the only feed that they've got, so it's not the best with regards to their kind of like health and I guess their levels of fitness and theoretically how much they're worth. But that's okay, because we'll build that up over time. Like I say, put lots of hay in to begin with, but that will change as we go through. So just picking up now to a nice canter. A couple of laps around the paddock. Oh, I'm going to change rein. Oh, get out the way. Lindy just trotting about there. A little moment to herself. We're going to cut back onto the other rein now and go left. We'll not use that full area up there. We'll just sort of come along here to come along the fence and hope that... I think that's Lindy just there. Yeah, I hope Lindy doesn't get in the way, so we might just cut the corner slightly. She's wandering about. Can't quite tell sometimes in the light which one's Lindy and which one's Evie. Heather's pretty obvious, nice Palomino, but Lindy and Evie, one's a chestnut and one's a bay, so in certain lights look fairly similar. And we'll just go back for the final time around onto the right rein. And as we pull around onto the right rein, we're going to ask Heather to gallop. Once round. And slowing down as we approach the other horses, just down to a nice little trot. And we'll trot her back. Bring her down to a walk, just to cool her down. There we go, so that is Heather successfully done. She's ridden today. Give her a quick clean. Oh, there we go. There we go, so Heather's lovely and clean. She's ridden. She's as happy as Larry. Now we'll just jump on Lindy's back. So Lindy is the, like I say, the chestnut. We'll just trot along with Lindy to start with. No injuries with any of them, and the idea is that give a couple of months, probably get through to maybe March time, and we might get a couple of riding lessons going off in here. So nice, we'll do a nice big circle on the trot. There we go. A nice big circle on the right rein. Straighten her up. We weren't entirely sure how this was going to go. We have rescued all three of these horses, so it was a little bit of an interesting time to see whether they were going to be trainable, whether they were going to be kind enough to work with youngsters to lead on the riding school, and thankfully it appears they're pretty accommodating, so we'll certainly take that. So a couple of circles done, so we're going to start off on the left lane on the canter. Sorry, left lane on the canter, different. I can't see the lanes in this field. Now these girls aren't quite at a position yet to be able to do much jumping. They are still, like I say, in training. They were rescued, which means that they do have their moments, which is also one reason why we haven't taken them down the lane particularly yet. Okay, we're just going to go back on this left rein because the other two are in the way. But hopefully we'll build them up over the next couple of months. We'll start to see some good improvements from them. And we can start getting them over jumps, start getting them out on the lane. So obviously the field's in front of us just there. The road goes on a full circular, so that would be obviously the most obvious route that we'll start to take when we take the girls out on the road. We're just going to get Lindy to do a bit of a gallop now. Mind out for Evie. Probably didn't like it down the hill just there actually, so I'll probably cut that corner a little bit shorter next time. Again, we're just going to bring it down now to a canter. and trot her back into the stables. Or back towards the stables. I'd like to finish up here. I'd like to let them know that their job is done, and they're more than welcome to go off for a little wander if they wish to. So there we go. Just a couple of circles in here, just to make sure that she is fully cooled down. Wonderful. Okay, and we'll get off Lindy. She's back in the state. Is she gone? Wow. I think that's Evie. So if that's Evie, who we're not going to ride just yet. I'm going to save riding Evie for later. Here she is. Oh, she got down that quick, didn't she? Back you. Not the best, to be honest, when it comes to trying to clean them. In fact, they're pretty rubbish. Not very cooperative, let's put it that way. Okay, we'll leave Evie until later. I'm just going to hop over the fence. So, a bit of horse riding done there for you guys. On the two ladies there. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the tractor. Turn the lights on. Of course, why not? What I actually had to do was, turn the engine on. And we're going to head down to the store. Now, what you'll notice when we get to the store is that I have already decided to lease. I did this a little bit earlier today when I actually bought the trailer. I've decided to lease a little low bed, the smallest one on the game actually. I've leased it rather than purchased it because I'm not really going to need it for a while. It's going to be a one-off really that I sort of need it for. But I have leased it. Cost me about £725 to lease it, which isn't exactly horrendous. So we're going to head down. We're going to pick up the trailer. And the reason we're picking up the trailer is because I'm also going to purchase, as you'll see, I'm on £46,000. I might, I'm going to, sorry. I'm going to drop off the trailer here, which is the fertilizer. I'm going to collect the trailer for the low loader trailer, which is just behind us. Hook that up there. Lovely. And I'll jump out after I've saved the world and turned the engine off. And I'm going to nip into the store. So, in the store, what I'm going to look at here is a skid steer loader, and I've identified this one. So there's two options. We've either got the New Holland 68 horsepower, which is 35,000, or we've got the Lizard, which is 74 horsepower at 25,000. Well, I mean, it's sort of a kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, the Lizard, yes, it's cheaper. Yes, it's got a little bit more horsepower by 6. But you got to go for a proper one, haven't you, really? So we're going to go for the New Holland L318. This little unit here. We're going to buy this. So we've got the money to. And then I'm going to go back in and look at the connection. So what we do need is we need a dump bucket or a shovel. So there's a high dump bucket for 4,000, which is 1,284 litres, or there's a shovel. So we're going to try this one, and I think that should work. So it's going to be £700 for us, and then the other option that we need is a bale spear. So we need one of those as well at £600. Lovely. So that's what we needed from the shop. Plus we need now some bales. So we're going to get a couple of bales of hay, and we are going to get a couple, let's get 4 bales of straw, Thank you very much, Mr. Shopman, or Mrs. Shopman. So, we're going to jump in our little New Holland cab. We're going to just zoom outside. We're going to pick up our bale spike. Lift that up there, look. Just like that. We're going to go into these bales first. Pick them up. We haven't got too far to go. So we're going to pop these on here. Oh. And it says, so I'm going to put these on... No, I am going to put them there actually. I had a thought, but I've changed my mind. So, pop these down here. And we've got 4 straw bales, so I'm hoping that I might be able to pick 3 up together. Not like that. Just lift those off there, or are we going to fall over? That's alright. So we're going to pop those down. Okay, so lovely. We're going to take these over to where we would like them to be, which is of course on the low loader. Just to make life a little bit easier, I'm just going to jump out of here, back into here, and I'm going to lower the low loader. Just to make that just a little bit easier. And then we're going to push 3 onto here. There we go, that'll do nicely. There we are. And we're going to go and get this last one. Oh. No, that's not quite what we wanted. I'll just pull that back over. I did well then when I picked up and it all went wrong. So we're going to get that over to this side. I know that obviously we've now got a mixed pile, but that's okay, so we'll sort that out when we get back to the farm. Got that on there. Wonderful. So we've got our hay and our straw. We've got our feed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop. I'm going to leave the spike, hopefully. I'm going to hope this works. So I'm going to leave my spike in this bale of hay. There we go. Wonderful. And then I'm going to go and pick up a shovel. And then we're going to hopefully drive this onto the low loader. There we go. Is that up there? Wonderful. Turn that off. What we're going to do now is fasten these tension belts. Excellent. jump back in, start the engine, lift the low loader, and hope that everything stays on. I'm just going to switch view here because I just want to make sure that nothing sort of falls out, which I don't think it's going to, so that's excellent. So we're going to take our small load up to the farm. And we take a right here. It's a pretty sharp bend and one that you can quite easily miss. Just going to check, make sure everything's still on, which it is. Fabulous news. So this is working very well. So we're borrowing the tractor from the fertilising contract that we had this morning. We've obviously left the fertilising machinery back at the store. And we're going to jump in here. We're going to run around this side. I'm just going to park this tractor up here so it's easy access out. But oh, I need to undo the tension belts. There we go. So we're going to drop the bucket down where the feed is, because that's kind of, well, that's why I've got it really. It is for that purpose. I'm going to jump back in the tractor very quickly and lower that. Jump in here. So I'll swing this around. That can just drop there, look. So we're not going to need that for a little bit. But what we do need is our bale spike. Now, if I'd have thought about this cleverly, I'd have put this in bang on straight on the bale, and it would have been easier to pick it up, but never mind. So I'll take this one off first. And I'm going to put the straw into the barn. This looks a bit odd, but obviously I've not got it straightened up, so I'll try and get that as close to straight as I possibly can, so when I bring the others in, it makes it far easier. There we go. So it's in there nicely. And we'll grab the hay bales. They're going to go in the far corner. And then we're going to grab the three. In fact, we're going to do this sensibly. We're going to grab two of the. He says sensibly. We're going to grab 2 and a 1 just to be sensible at it, because clearly it's not the best in terms of weight bearing, this one. And we're only just here, so we'll just drop that one down there. Tell you what, we'll do these one at a time. There we go. It doesn't mind 1 at all. 2, not so bad. 3 really doesn't like. And 4, there's no chance it's going to do it. So we'll just line these up nicely. Last one. There we go. So that's our little setup there for our horse feed and the straw. So I think that works quite nicely in there. Now, I'm just going to have a quick look at any more contracts that might have come in. We've got a sowing and a baling. Sowing field 23. Where is field 23? Now, the only problem that I have with this is we're going to have to hire the equipment. Field 23 is a bit of a pain to get to, and quite frankly, I don't want to do that. And also, like I say, we have to hire his equipment. It's £2,000. We're going to lose 284. Then we've got to put some seed in. So we're probably going to go make about £1,500 off that, which I'm not going to do. And baling, I really don't like doing because I never quite know when I've completed it and when I haven't completed it. So, yeah, the baling contracts, unfortunately, are sort of out the window for me. So no contracts there today. You can see Evie needs a bit of a ride. She's not done her daily riding today, and she'll need a clean when she's done. The hay that she's currently eating gives her 38% effectiveness. She would prefer some base food in there as well, and that's what we're going to be putting in as we go along. As the hay dies off and is eaten, we will start then putting in some base food too, which is what's stored, that wheat that's stored. Puberty, she's at 9%, so she's currently 2 months old, and we have to wait until they are 22 months old until they can reproduce. So of course that's going to be a little way down the line, but that's the plan with those guys. We may also look to see whether we can build them up and potentially sell them on and see whether that is effective for us too. You look at Heather, you look at Lindy, they're both the same. Health not great, but that's just purely based on the food, not the fact that I don't look after them. Cleanliness 100%, fitness 50%, so basically you have to spend 4 months worth or 4 days worth of riding to build up their fitness, and then obviously try and keep it up there with the daily riding as well. So that's our little kind of wander into a little bit of horse riding and bringing this to set up. And obviously we've got our trailer here too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this back to the store, and once I've ran that back to the store, I will then come back home. I'm going to give Evie a quick ride out. Once Evie's then had her ride out, I think it'll be time for tea, time for bed, and then we might be into the next day, pick up some more contracts, see where we're at. So for now, guys, I think what I'm going to say is we will leave it there, and I shall see you again hopefully on the next episode of Let's Play at Moss Valley with me, Strategy Simulation Samurai. Until then, guys, thank you very much for listening. Don't forget, comments in the chat, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play at Moss Valley. Take care, guys. Bye bye.